This is a Louie Tee Network exclusive.
For those of you who don't know, I'm Louie Tee, host of the Louie Tee Network, and this is One Burning Question, a series that will take a look at all 32 teams in the National Football League and pose a question. Some teams will have micro questions where we look at the team in its current state and talk about what could potentially happen for them in this season. And some will take a macro approach where we kind of open up the lens a bit and take a step back and look at it from a wide view look and perspective and talk about where these franchises might be going in the future, not just this season, but moving forward. So I'll take a look at each and every single team, ask a burning question, answer that question, and move on to the next team. Thank you for joining me. Enjoy One Burning Question. Welcome to this In the Lab Room exclusive series, One Burning Question. I, of course, as always, am your host, Louie Tee. Thank you for joining me on this program. We're talking Washington Redskins here and their one burning question. This organization has come a long way from where they were just a mere 2 seasons ago. And with that, here's their one burning question. Can the combination of Scott McCloughan, Jay Gruden, and Kirk Cousins bring this Redskins organization back from hell? I'll take you back to 2013. End of that season, it was rough for Redskins fans. The Redskins organization was in the depths of hell at the end of that season. It was the best soap opera in the National Football League for anyone but Redskins fans, as there was a drama each and every single day out at Redskins Park. A lot of infighting, a lot of backbiting, a lot of leaks to the media. It was a mess. It was a media frenzy and circus, and this Redskins organization was going down the toilet fast. No leadership from above. Their general manager and president at the time, Bruce Allen, was making a mockery of the roster. Meanwhile, their quarterback situation seemed to be getting worse by the second with Robert Griffin III. And their head coach, Mike Shanahan, had all but given up on trying to make amends with the starting quarterback in Robert Griffin III at the time. This thing was really bad in Washington, D.C. In 2014, the Redskins sought to make change. They bring Jay Gruden in. They also look to figure out some things in the front office, and they turned to the likes of Scott McCloughan the following offseason. In 2015, he had his first draft. He had his first offseason in bringing in players. The Redskins were finally free from the cap casualties and the cap penalties that they suffered at the hands of the league and the Giants. And so the Redskins finally were able to start building a football team the right way. Normally when you have a new general manager, he wants to bring in his own coach. And so Jay Gruden was sort of on the hot seat. Really didn't feel like that was fair, but in this league, in this day and age, guys don't get a lot of chances and opportunities to show what they're made of as head coaches. Either you come in and get it done right away, or you're doomed to failure in being fired. So it looked bleak for Jay Gruden after his first season. Redskins were bad once again. Limited on talent, Scott McCloughan came in, gave this team a big boost with talent and some of the shrewd moves he was able to make in the draft, trading away some picks in exchange for more picks and parlaying those picks into players that could come in and help right away. The Redskins made a very unpopular decision, but the right one, early in the offseason. They benched Robert Griffin III after an injury in the preseason and a really messy concussion, non-concussion situation. Whatever they had to do to get Kirk Cousins into the starting lineup was fine by me. They did the right thing. They gave Kirk Cousins an opportunity to be the guy, and he's proved them correct, going out and giving them a chance to compete in the NFC East this season. So now the question begs, with this time that Jay Gruden has bought himself by winning this season, and with the time Kirk Cousins has put in as Redskins quarterback looking to get a new deal in the upcoming offseason, can the combination of Scott McCloughan, Jay Gruden, and Kirk Cousins take this Redskins team back to the promised land? Lofty expectations for a franchise that's been downtrodden for quite some time, but this is starting to go in the right direction. It's a process in Washington, but you can see the wheels turning in the right direction and this team starting to do some good things. Offensively, this is a talented football team. Still missing a few parts along the offensive line, still missing a premier running back, but at the wide receiver position, at the tight end position, when healthy, and they'll get a lot of their tight ends back in the offseason, it's a talented football team. You look at the defense, there's a lot of work to be done there. A lot of positions need to be filled. They need more pass rush. They could use a dynamite linebacker. They definitely could use some safety help. And I think they could use one more corner. And so they're filling in some of the blanks. They're getting unexpected contributions from players. But this team still needs to be better along the defensive line. They need to be better getting to the quarterback. And they need to be better tackling in the back half of that defense. And they need more team speed. So can Scott McCloughan provide all of those things? Can Jay Gruden coach up the talent that he's being provided with? And can Kirk Cousins take this team on the field and lead them to victories and get them back to their heyday in Washington? I'll ask the question once more. Can the combination of Scott McCloughan, Jay Gruden, and Kirk Cousins bring this Redskins organization back from hell? It was just 2 seasons ago that the Redskins were the laughing stock of the National Football League. 2 years later, Scott McCloughan has come in and turned this organization around. Jay Gruden is starting to gain traction as a head coach, and Kirk Cousins has put a stranglehold on the quarterback position for the Redskins. Can they combine together to lead the Redskins back to the promised land? That's the one burning question for the Washington Redskins. I'm your host, Louie Tee. See you next time.